Hello! And it's live from London, the Camila Dilemma Show. Camila Dilemma Show. I just made my own jingle. But anyway, hi guys, I'm Camila Cabello, and I'm live from London on Dan Wooten's Facebook. And in Crying in the Club, basically, it's a song from my album that's called The Hurting, the Healing, the Loving. And I talk about turning tears to ecstasy. And that's exactly what I'm going to do today. For the past 48 hours, you've been sending in your dilemmas and problems. And now I'm going to answer some of them live right here. Thank you so much for sending them in, and hopefully I can help. And hopefully there's somebody that I can send my dilemmas and problems to, too. Because God knows I need that, too. Let's get started. At Tutson99 says, Dear Camila, I always feel like people don't like me and I don't fit in. What should I do? Well, Tutson99, I really feel like not fitting in is not a curse. It's a blessing. That means that you have something unique in you. Not fitting in is a beautiful thing. You need to find your thing, the thing that makes you stand out from other people, and nurture that and be proud of that. Because I feel like our differences are what make the world exciting. I get so excited when I meet somebody that's completely different than me, because I'm like, okay, you have different interests than mine. You have a different personality than mine. I want to get to know how you work. It would be so boring if everybody was the same, which a lot of people are the same, but that's boring. You don't want to be like that. So what may feel like a disadvantage now, I promise you when you grow up, you're going to see that's actually a huge advantage. Because we need more people like you in the world, my friend. Woohoo! I wish I had a live studio audience. You guys can still be like, yeah, Totson! Woo! All right, the next one is from Emily Kirk. Dear Camila, how do you... Oh, dear Camila, it's like we're writing love letters to each other. Dear Camila, how do you re-fall in love with singing and songwriting and music again after being in a dark place? Well, I feel like for a while I was in such a dark place that I feel like I didn't know how to confront my emotions, and that's kind of why I stopped songwriting. And I feel like after stopping for like 6 months, it was hard to pick it back up and write again, because I feel like for me it's always, my thing is like, it's always easy for me to do melodies. Like I can always do melodies, but I feel like lyrics can only flow out of me if I'm actually going through something at the time, because then I don't run out of ideas, because it's kind of like I'm just talking, I'm just feeling. But yeah, that was definitely, it was hard to pick it back up until I Have Questions happened, which is, I felt like the first time that I really started to open up again about what I was going through. And so basically from that song on, music just became my savior. Like I felt like I was just, it was really helping me reconnect with myself again, and it was really helping me talk about what I was going through instead of keeping it in. And that's what got me through it. So, yep. So music can definitely be, music is the most therapeutic thing, in my opinion, or any form of art or self-expression can make you re-fall in love with your passion, with life, with everything. So, yeah. Alexis Brock says, Dear Camila, how do you learn to let go of someone who's not necessarily good for you anymore? Ooh. I think it depends what kind of relationship it is, because I feel like I've been in a situation where it was like a romantic relationship where the person was not good for me anymore, as in I knew that it wasn't going to last, but it was so much fun and so amazing at the time that I was like, okay, this is worth this memory. Like, this is worth the kind of passionate thing, even though I know that this is not going to last for a long time. And so in that case, I kind of knew what I was getting into. I knew he was trouble when he walked in, but I did it anyway. But anyway, yeah, sometimes you have to decide if it's worth it or not in like a romantic situation. In a friendship situation and just like people that are toxic, I definitely feel like the best thing to do is just be like, honestly, I need to take care of myself. Because once you're in a toxic relationship with somebody like that, it can really start to, you know, scar you for a long time. And, you know, there are people that, you know, try to just kind of put you down, or people that have this negative energy that's just meant to, like, drown you, and those are the kind of people that I feel like you have to cut off as soon as possible, because it starts to affect the way that you see yourself, and you start to see yourself through that person's eyes, which is really, really unhealthy, because that can definitely take a long time to recover from that. So, you know, as hard as it is, and causing the least damage as possible, you know, try to just be honest with the person and just be like, hey, I really need to, you know, take care of myself in this situation. But I wish you the best, and peace out. Don't say peace out, but yeah. Let's see. Dear Camila, my dilemma is I don't know how to prepare myself for the hurting, the healing, the loving. Will I need a new wig? At Custom Cabello. That's really funny. My dad, actually, it was so embarrassing. My dad made his profile picture a picture of a wig flying off. I was like, oh my God. I wanted to kill him. Anyway, yes, get a new wig. Dynamite, at Dynamite Camila says, Dear Camila, my dilemma. How do I deal with stress? It's all consuming and exhausts me. I freaking feel you AF. Stress is, it's just, honestly, it just takes all of your energy. And it's just like, I feel like stress is one of those things where it just kind of, it starts with one thing, and it's kind of has this snowball effect that suddenly everything is stressful. And I feel like when I get stressed, I take a minute away from that situation, whether it's just walking, whether it's thinking about something else, whether it's watching a movie. And I just remind myself, sometimes I list like 5 things that I'm thankful for, whether it's like my health, being alive, my family, having a roof over my head. Sometimes just taking a step back from a situation and being like, okay, this is not that bad, or like zooming out, I feel like is really helpful, because no matter how bad something is, we still have some things to be thankful for. Just the fact that we're alive. So I feel like sometimes when you take the focus away and you focus on something else, that can really help. Zooming out can really help. Because I find myself stressing out over little things, whether it's like a performance or whether it's like an interview or like something that I'm nervous about. I'm like, okay, Camila, take a step back. And I'm sure for you, maybe it's like school or test, or I don't know, sometimes little things you have to take a step back. If it's like a big thing, obviously it really depends. There's a big range of scenarios, but try to talk to somebody about it. That also really helps too, is just like venting. Yay! Okay, at Jocelyn14_ says, Dear Camila, my dilemma, how do I become confident with singing in front of family? My friends hear me sing, but when it comes to family, I panic. That literally was me. I did the same thing, because I remember when I was in my drama club, I was comfortable like acting in front of my friends and even close friends. Like I would have like jam sessions with my family. I was so shy. I didn't lock my grandma in a closet. I made my grandma just like go behind a closet when I visited her in Cuba one time. And I made her go behind a closet in order to sing for her. And she came out of the closet, and my grandma literally, like anything I do, she just cries. And she was like, oh my God, that was so beautiful. Or whatever. I'm sure it wasn't. I was like 12 years old. I think it just meant a lot to her that I sang for her, because she always knew that I sang around the house. But I feel like, I don't know if I have good advice for this. I think the best thing to do is realize, I think sometimes with family it can be scary because it's people that you think a lot of, and people that you see all the time. And so it's always scary to feel like you're going to, be embarrassed by somebody that you really love, or somebody that, you want to, you want to impress or anything like that. But I feel like the best thing to do is to just get it over with, honestly. Sometimes there are things in life that no matter how much you try to make yourself feel less nervous or less scared about it, you're never going to feel less nervous or less scared about it. You just have to go and do it. And once you do it, even though you're going to, feel really nervous in the moment, after you do it, you're like, oh, I survived. I'm still here. And you realize that it's actually not that bad. And I promise you, once they hear you, they'll be like, oh my God, that's going to mean way more to them that you actually shared that part of yourself than them judging you on how good you sing. Your family doesn't care. They just want to love you. So yeah. Let's see. Oh, wow. Okay, this is cool. At Camila Loving says, Dear Camila, my dilemma is we as the fandom. I love you guys so much, by the way. I just want to get that out there. I just feel like I actually used to have like a small fear of interviews before. And I just feel like meeting you guys and being here in the UK and seeing a lot of you guys in person, I just realized that I have a really good support group behind me. And I feel like you guys just want to see me be happy and healthy. And you guys just want to love me and make me feel supported. And I really, really feel that. And I really, really appreciate that. And it makes me just feel so confident and so excited about everything. So thank you guys. So yeah. At Camila Loving says, Dear Camila, my dilemma is we as the fandom need to know what the Whispers and I Have Questions officially are and when will we get the next single. So the Whispers and I Have Questions are, how do I fix it? Can we talk? Is it my fault? I'm afraid of you. I think those are all I can remember right now. What's the last thing? Oh, and Do You Miss Me? Yeah, those are all the Whispers. And the next single, I don't know, I definitely have a song that I really want you guys to hear, that I really want it to come out soon. But obviously a single is like, it's a big discussion between the label and whatever. All the boring stuff. But there's one song in particular that I'm really excited about. My favorites kind of change. But there's one song that's called I'll Never Be the Same that I'm really excited about that I feel like describes the loving. And that was actually about tying into the first question. Boy, that was not good for me. But I got a good song out of it. So, okay, let's see. What's a fuddy-duddy? Let's see. Oh, that is. Aww. Okay, at Asia _A says, Dear Camila, my girlfriend wants our relationship a secret because she's afraid of coming out. Can you give me insights or advice on what to do? I feel like, I mean, that's such a personal thing, but I feel like everybody, I think that she'll be ready to do that when she's ready to do that, and I don't think that, you know, you can push somebody because you never know what they're going through. You don't know what their relationship is like with her family. You don't know, you know, how comfortable she is with it herself. Maybe it's new to her. I think that it's important to just make sure that just she feels supported and just be like, hey, I love you. And hopefully she has a good support system that make her feel, you know, accepted and loved. But I think that everybody probably comes out at their own time. So all you can do is just make her feel supported and loved, and when she's ready, she will do it. But I've learned that with stuff like that, in the meantime, all you can do is just love them. So yeah, just love her. Let's see. Oh, at Camila's Mini, Dear Camila, my dilemma, I'm secretly in love with a friend and I'm too scared to do anything about it. I wonder if they know. Because I feel like when I like somebody, it's written all over my face. I'm like, I feel like, honestly, life is too short. And I've learned to not take that stuff too seriously because sometimes you never know. Like this person, you might be in love with them and you think that they're so amazing, but you don't really know what it's like to be in a relationship with that person. What if you're in a relationship with that person and it turns out they, you know, they don't fit, they're not the right fit for you. So don't put too much, don't invest too much, don't make it too much of a big deal because you really don't know until you know. So yeah, don't take it too seriously. You're going to have so many people that you fall in love with during your lifetime, so many people that you have crushes on. And life is just about, you know, trying stuff and being like, hey, I like you. And just putting yourself out there. And if they like you too, then be like, okay, great. And if they don't, you're going to find somebody, you never know when. It could be the next day. It could be the next year. Everything happens when it's supposed to, though. But never let fear keep you from, you know, jumping into something that could be beautiful. So just take the jump and just Do it. Say it. Let them know. Let's see. At Haley _ 5H Roses says, Dear Camila, I'm in love with someone, but we are long distance. How can we make our relationship not die? I feel like there's something, I know that long distance is probably hard, but I feel like there's something romantic about it because you're not seeing each other for a lot of the time, but when you do see each other, there's so much anticipation built up and so much, you know, fantasizing and so much stuff in your head that when you do see them, you guys are probably so excited to see each other, and it makes your time that much more valuable. You know, I feel like when you're away from something and then you get just a little taste of it, it just makes you savor that so much more. So yeah, I feel like in the meantime, just be very romantic. And remember, I feel like the most important, the biggest sexual organ is the brain. But what I'm saying is, oh my God, was that bad? But I'm saying, like, you know, just, I feel like just saying sweet stuff to somebody and just cultivating that emotional side of it is really the most important thing. And you can still do that long distance, even if it's hard. And if it's not meant to be, you know, it won't be meant to be. Let's see. Dear Camila, at Sasha's Cabello says, Dear Camila, how can I ask my friends to buy Crying in the Club without annoying them? Just like sneakily slide it in there, you know what I mean? Just be in the car and just put on a song that you know that they'll like, and then just put my song next and be like, huh? And then if they don't like it, just be like, really like this song, and then hopefully, you know, hopefully it all works out. But anyway, if it's really annoying them, if it's going to sacrifice the friendship, then you don't have to play it. Just kidding. Okay, let's see what else we have here. I've kind of answered all the questions. Cool. That's just about all we've got time for today, guys. This was so much fun. I hope I did a good job. Sorry I ramble a lot, but I hope I gave good advice. Make sure you like Dan's page and add Dan Bazaar on Snapchat now to see all the action from my show tonight. I love you guys so much. I want to give so much love to you guys for all my UK camilizers and also just my fans in general for being so supportive of me and for sticking by me and for everything that you've done with Crying in the Club and questions as well. I love you guys so much, and I'm so excited to keep sharing this music with you. And I love you guys. Bye. Te quiero.